Robbins, as you said, you learn about your inner self and your inner mind.
Yeah. Take on control what goes in.
Exactly.
That actually you're kind of answering the next question, because if you had a time machine and you could go back 20 years, what would you tell yourself?
Well, I would probably try and start reading books like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, or Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles. These are books, I don't think William Shakespeare's done much for me in my curriculum.
Me neither.
I was fortunate enough to go to boarding school at Assumption College in Kilmore, where I made some great friends. And to this very day, they're still friends, such as Neil Danaher and Damien Drum and other boys that we play golf regularly on a regular basis.
Yeah.
But we weren't reading Think and Grow Rich. We weren't reading, these books that help us expand our ideas into the. I left school in 77. Back in those days, they weren't looking at, the Tony Robbins and stuff here in Australia. Our education system wasn't expanding and opening people's minds.
Yep. No, absolutely. And that's exactly, I think one of the things I learned from the Tony Robbins is you basically, unfortunately, and the Rich Dad Poor Dad series, your parents don't know, so they can't teach you. Like, it's pretty much, unless, as a young kid, they don't know. So it's not really their fault. It's kind of come along, and we're lucky enough to be in a generation where the freedom of information is a lot, better and further moved along. So you can go onto YouTube, you can buy books, you can get audio books, you can go to courses, you can do seminars. Where I think, I know my parents, my mum's 79 this year or next year, but none of that kind of stuff was around when they were kids, and they never learned how to use, how to invest or make money, or and I realise that unless you learn yourself and then I can pass it on, like it's got to be a starting point. And this is like the journey that you've done is exactly the same journey that I've done, and we've both just had enough, and we've started looking for answers. So what would you class as freedom? How would you define freedom, and how would you explain it to our listeners on how to maybe get it?
Well, freedom means different things to different people. Like Mother Teresa's freedom was to be able to walk around and help people, whether they were leopards or whether they were living in the street. That was helping them. That was her freedom. So freedom can be defined in many ways. My personal freedom is to be able to be financially free and be able to travel, but be able to help people wherever I can, especially through my personal training machines that we're inventing to help the disabled. The freedom for me changes. It all depends. Like having time, just knock around. I've been to Africa, like you said. You mentioned Africa. I went to Safari. I went to Antarctica as well.
Nice.
I love traveling. I've walked on the Great Wall of China.
Yep.
That's the freedom to me, to be able to travel, experience new cultures, experience new things, and be able to, not be restricted in any way. Absolutely. So I travelled through America a few times, and I had my cousins with me.
Yep.
And they were on a bit of a budget system. I said, well, we're not going to be coming back to America, and especially flying over the Grand Canyon every day of the week. So
let's go and have a look.
That's what the freedom to me is to be able to do things and not worry about tomorrow or what's going to. You're just going to live in the moment and enjoy what you're doing. So freedom, it changes people, but for me, it's just been having my independence and living the way I want to live, and being able to help people and do whatever I want to do, and not be a burden.
Yeah. And you're right. That, like, freedom to me at the moment is being here in Bali working on my new business. That's my freedom. And hopefully I can, because I'm at home in Perth, I'm a handyman now. I've got my van, I've got my tools. If it all worst comes worst to worst, I can go back there and start that again. But, I don't want to. I want to make sure this works. And that's exactly why, that's how we hooked up. I met Tess, and then she put me onto you. I told her my story. She loved it. And now we're here interviewing you and listening to a great story. And it's amazing how both of us have done pretty much the same journey. We just went and looked for answers, and we found them. and you can't give up. There's no giving up. As soon as you give up, then it's it. It's all over. You might as well not have started. Yeah, I'm glad I met you, mate. You are a legend, and hopefully, actually, I'm coming down to Melbourne in the next couple of months. So I'd love to catch up and maybe do another interview live and come and have a look at your equipment.
That'd be a pleasure. That'd be no worries at all.
Yeah, because I got a friend actually just down there who's just come out of hospital. Actually, she had a bad virus, and she was in ICU for 12 days just from basically a bad virus and a flu. So I've got to go and visit her, and I would love to come and meet you in person, have a look at your stuff, and do this do it one-on-one, person to person.
Yeah, no, that's fine. No, that'd be great.
Lovely.
I'd love. Yeah, I've got no worries about that at all. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool. Well, I'm gonna say, man, it has been a wonderful 35 minutes, 29 seconds interviewing you. You have got a lot of energy and a lot of power, and you're inspiring me to want to make sure I get this video right and this interview, because I've got, as we talked about at the beginning, I've got like some backup recording. I've got the Zoom recording. I've got my phone recording, just to make sure it all works. But thank you very much, Adrian McMaster and the McMaster Gym. That's what it is, isn't it? McMaster Gym. Do you want to give us your website as well? Gym Master. Gym Master.
Yeah.
Do you want to give yourself a plug and tell them where people to go and have a look at, and websites and that kind of thing? Facebook pages. Where else can they find you? Just to even find your story, even if you're still in the middle of processing and building.
It's all on the website. If they just go to the website, gymmaster.com.au,
yep.
I have no problem. It's all there.
Wonderful.
Probably number one under Gym Master. If they look, it's there.
Yeah.
I've got YouTube videos on there. So,
cool.
All the information regarding the machine, regarding how it can benefit people who are living with a disability. Yeah, it's all there. So go to the website. That's the best place.
Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah, gymmaster.com.au.
.com.au. That's what we've got. We're here to plug ourselves as well, mate. So don't be shy. Get it out there, brother.
Yeah, Gym Master. Safer way to train.
Woo! I love it, mate. I love it, mate. Again, thank you very much. You're a legend, and I can't wait to meet you face to face, and we can do this again.
No worries. Thank you, Brett.
Mate,
cheers.
You're a champion, brother. You're a champion. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
It is silent. Cool. Hey, man, you are a legend. Thank you very much. I'm just going to quickly check that everything has recorded. Let's have a look. It went for a bit of time off. I knew I was getting good money. I was mining. So. All right. Can you just do the same with yours? And if you turn it off, and then you'll have a little box down the bottom. It'll come up showing you what we just recorded. Click on it and see if she's sound and.
That's the camera. That's a photo.
Hit escape button maybe.
Oh, effects.
Effects? No. There should be like a little box that comes down with a photo, kind of like a. Because I've just. What is that? No. There we go. It's kind of recording again. I don't know. Why is mine not? I'm doing the same thing. I can't get it out of full frame.
Yeah.
Why is that doing this? Oh, there we go. Righto. So just press escape again, and then it should.
I haven't got escape on mine.
You haven't got escape? Must do. Left top corner. ESC.
Yeah, there it goes. Where are we? Photo booth.
Over here, just to kind of. What the hell is it? A bit of time off when I was getting good money.
Clothes. Hang on. Camera. FaceTime. Full screen. Show effects.
Yeah. So have you got a little thumbnail at the bottom of the video showing you?
I've only got effects of the two photos I've taken. I've got the top cover. It's got me. Photo booth, about photo booth, hide others.
Yep.
Photo booth.
Yep.
You want to click photo booth?
Yeah, click photo booth. Let's see. Because you did press record at the beginning, didn't you?
Pretty sure I did, yeah.
That's all right, mate. That's why I'm double. Hello. There you go.
Yeah. I'm just trying to.
It's amazing. It's amazing on Skype that we can't record these days. I'm surprised, to be honest.
Yeah.
Where's mine? How you doing, mate?
Yeah,
Nice to meet you.
I don't know if this is coming through. I hope you've got it. Oh, yeah, I've got you now.
How are you, brother?
I got you on Skype, yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing. I'm surprised that we can't record on Skype, but, there are a lot of things that I'm sure it'll come. But I've definitely recorded both. I've recorded on the Zoom, and I've recorded my interviewing you, and I've got the soundtrack over the top of it. So if worst comes to worst, it's just that. I'll send that out to you. But hopefully, because the plan was, I ask you a question and then we edit to you, and then that kind of stuff, and make it look a little bit more interactive. But as you know, imperfect action, mate, is more important than getting it perfect at the moment. Let's just get something out there and have a look.
Well, that's how Bill Gates got Microsoft off the ground.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And there's no doubt about it. You've got to just keep going and keep going and keep going. I love that you're the bodyguard for Tony Robbins. I love that. That's great.
Yeah, well, he had everyone using his toilet, see? And I was back there, he said, right, I don't want anyone using my toilet, you guard this, and, I have to stop all the VIPs using Tony Robbins' toilet.
Yeah. I did the 4-day seminar just before I came over here, actually. And,
the one in Queensland, the one in Sydney.
Sydney, yeah. I got to shake his hand and meet him, not that close up, but in a group kind of thing. What it's like at the end of night, day 3. I think we started at 10 in the morning and finished at 1 o'clock in the night, and it was a 17-hour day.
Did you do the fire walk?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. No, that was what I was kind of at the first day. I'm like, fuck, are we doing this firewalk or not? Like, I've been G'd up for the last 3 months to do this firewalk. Let's get on with it. And Date with Destiny, I definitely I'm going to sign up for and go and do that and volunteer for the next one. And because I'm guessing that's what you did. You volunteered for the next couple of shows that came to town.
Yeah, once you've done Unleash the Power, so you can now crew for Unleash the Power. But until you do Date with Destiny and Wealth Mastery, you've got to go as a client, and then you can go as a volunteer.
Wonderful.
So that's how it works, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And they're the only ones you've done, Date with Destiny, and have you done his business courses or anything?
I've done Wealth Mastery as well.
Nice.
And that's how I come across Keith Cunningham, because he's one of the speakers.
Yep.
So I've done Keith Cunningham as well. And I don't like Robert Kiyosaki because of he stole Keith Cunningham's ideas.
Yeah.
Cash flow quadrant.
Yeah, right.
I'm not a big fan of Robert Kiyosaki. I've seen his